You've come back to Bellewood. The lanterns are lit, and the fire's glow spills across the tavern floor. Sit closer now. Let the hearth tell you a story.
There you are. I was hoping you'd come back. There's something about a fire, isn't there? The way it draws us close and slows the hours. Even the wind outside quiets down when it sees a hearth alight. You found your way to Bellewood again, and that's no small thing. People say it's just a village, tucked between the sea and the ridge, with nothing but old roads and older stories. But they're wrong. Bellewood isn't a place you find on a map. It's a place that finds you. It appears when you need it most, though you may not know why at first. Perhaps your heart's grown a little too quiet. Perhaps something once tender has gone threadbare. Or perhaps you're just longing for something true, something that lingers. Here, time moves differently. We mend things with our hands. We listen when others speak. And when the fire glows just right and the night settles close, stories come, not loud ones, not perfect ones, but stories where two souls find each other and something in the world shifts. Because Bellewood has always been a place of healing, not just from sickness, but from silence, from sorrow, from forgetting how it feels to be looked at as though you matter. Now, some say Bellewood is magic. Others say it's haunted. I say it remembers. And tonight, it remembers a love that unfolded like the last bloom of fall. Quiet, bright, and entirely unexpected. So settle in. The hearth is warm. Your tea's still steeping. And I have a tale to tell you. There is a chapel on the edge of Bellewood Green, its doors locked tight, its windows dark. But they say if you pass by on certain nights, you might hear a sound that doesn't belong in the stillness. Voices rising in song from within. This is the story of Carolyn Hale, who took a midnight walk one autumn evening and found herself drawn to the faint glow of candles and the memory of a love long left behind. The Bellewood lanes were empty that night, save for the wind tugging at lanterns and dry leaves skittering across the cobblestones. Carolyn Hale walked with her shawl drawn tight, seeking quiet after a day of endless chatter at the inn. She liked the hush of Bellewood at night, but as she reached the edge of the green, a faint sound stopped her mid-step. Singing. Soft, wordless voices, rising and falling like a tide, drifted from the direction of the chapel. Carolyn frowned. No one had used the chapel for years. She followed the sound. As she neared, she saw it.
faint light flickering behind the mullioned windows, as though dozens of candles burned within. Her pulse quickened. "This isn't possible," she whispered, but her feet carried her forward. The great wooden doors loomed ahead, shut fast, yet the singing grew louder, rich with harmony, male and female voices blending in a way that seemed both joyous and mournful. Carolyn raised her hand to the latch. It turned easily. The chapel smelled of beeswax and pine. Candles lined every pew, their flames steady in the still air. Caroline stepped inside. The singing filled the space now, warm and deep, but the pews were empty. She moved forward slowly, her boots silent on the worn planks. "Who's there?" she called softly. The voices did not falter. Then she saw him.
A man stood by the altar, his back to her. He wore a long coat, dark with age, and his hair shone like raven's feathers in the candlelight. "You hear it too," he said without turning. "Who are they?" Carolyn asked. "They are the ones who stayed behind." "And you?" He turned then, his eyes catching the light, gray and fathomless. "I'm waiting for a voice that isn't theirs." Carolyn felt a strange pull in her chest. "I should go," she whispered. "You came because you were called," he said softly. "Stay until the song ends." The voices swelled, filling the air with chords that seemed to vibrate in her very bones. And as she stood beside him, their hands brushed. The warmth in his touch felt too real to belong to a ghost. The chapel has stood empty for decades, yet villagers still report faint music drifting from its windows at night. And some say, if you're bold enough to enter, you'll find candles burning and two figures standing together at the altar. Not in worship, but in waiting. And that, dear one, is how it went, or how it might have gone. Bellewood keeps its truths tucked close, but if you sit still long enough, the stories rise like smoke from the coals. What happened after? Well, that depends who you ask. Some say they stayed together till their hands went wrinkled and their words grew fewer but sweeter. Some say it was only a season, a flicker of the heart meant to guide them both towards something deeper. And some say they still walk the lantern trail on quiet nights, though no one sees them. But what I know is this: Love, when it finds us, whether for a lifetime or a moment, changes the shape of things. It carves out a new room in the heart, even if the door must close later. And when you've been loved, truly, even once, you carry its warmth with you like embers in your pocket. So leave your lantern burning. Keep a space beside the fire, because in Bellewood the story never really ends. It just waits for the next heart ready to hear it. Until next time, stay warm.